Wanderers and road warriors, welcome to Nergasmic Adventures, the channel that takes you around the world, sometimes in a car. Well, today we're on an epic journey to explore the best places to hit the open road. But before we hit the gas pedal, let's clear something up. There's a big difference between a country with bad drivers and one that is a terrible place to drive. For instance, the United States. We have our fair share of, let's say, quirky drivers, but our roads are wide enough to dodge the chaos. So, some of these places may not seem like the best places, but they are, with good reason. So, grab your imaginary steering wheel, folks, as we delve into our list of the world's best countries to put your pedal to the metal. Number 10, Portugal. I adore this place. The people are polite, courteous, just the nicest people around. The country is gorgeous. I would just say the reason why it's this low, which being in the top 10 is pretty good anyways, is they're just not as technically proficient as other drivers in other countries. Sometimes the roads are narrow. They can be a little slick in some places due to the way they are built with tile. There's certain tile roads. But the tight places are probably the big ones with a mix of not as great at being a driver. But they make up for everything with their charm, with the beauty of the place, with the kindness of the people, the fun that you can have. Yeah, I'm gushing a little too much about Portugal. Number 9, Singapore. Now, these people really know how to drive. Amazing roads, fantastic drivers. I didn't see a single pothole when I was here, but it is a tiny country with lots of drivers, so the traffic can be a headache. But if you can handle it, you're in for a treat. It really is a great place to drive, and the people really are courteous and thoughtful. Number 8, Spain. It's the most quote unquote American place I've driven in Europe. There is a little twist. Narrow roads are in lots of places, but parking spots are harder to find than Waldo at a crowded airport. The drivers are, well, let's just say they like to wave with their middle finger if they don't like what you're doing. Do you know what that means? I'm unsure. Number 7, Switzerland. Fantastic roads, great drivers, but the biggest catch to driving in Switzerland is the high cost. Seriously, I once saw a Happy Meal sell for $15, and we all know the food's not that great. It's kind of like they must be gold plating their roads. That's why they're rated a little lower, because what's the deal with the prices? But 7th place, not too shabby. Number 6, Austria. Austria is like a country with two halves. To the west, you have mountainous roads. The plains are to the east. So they're all pretty good roads, but I believe the mountains probably have them take a little bit of a bumpy ride in the rankings because it's a little harder to maintain when the roads are in the mountains. And trust me, I used to live in the mountains. And it gets wintry and snowy up there. And the way the water runs off, you can see the roads wash out and they need to repair them. So I think that's why we have Austria at number 6. Number 5 is Sweden. A few years back, I spent 2 or 3 days driving through Sweden, and they have smooth, wide roads and drivers that are courteous. Very nice place to drive. Sweden is mostly flat. I mean, it's kind of rolling hills, but mostly flat. And my only issue was with my navigator, but hey, she's kind of cute, and we like to share time together. So it's probably my fault. Yeah, let's stick with that. It's my fault. Number four, Estonia. Now, I haven't been there yet, but it is on the list through deep, deep research that I've done. It has that Northern European charm. The traffic is pretty light, lots of polite drivers per report, and a little bit of Scandinavian influence that makes everything groovy. So, driving in Estonia is reportedly a pretty wonderful thing and well worth the time to do. Number three, Norway. I believe Norway takes a little hit because it's cold and the roads could be icy and the road quality could take a bit of a hit for the winter because we know expanding and contracting with icy conditions can tear up your roads. But don't let that deter you. Norwegians are all about personal responsibility and politeness, courtesy on the road. They're kind of like the Canadian cousins of Europe. Their ability to drive is highly rated throughout the world, and I believe that their driving in Norway is probably rated number three just because of icy conditions. So I think it's probably a pretty good place to rent that car and go exploring. Number two, the Netherlands. Now, this country has some top notch roads and lighter traffic. But here's the kicker, they're bike enthusiasts. Seriously, you'll see more bicycles than cars. It's like an eco friendly parade, keeping traffic manageable. It also has that Nordic Scandinavian influence where personal responsibility and the way people see you is very important to them. So, courtesy is very high in this country and has some really gorgeous landscapes. You know, go see the poppies, lilies, and the great windmills that they have around. But don't miss some nights in Amsterdam while you're there. I wouldn't drive there. Most everybody's on a bike. Number one, Japan. This is our numero uno. They don't really speak much of the Mexicano Espanol in Japan, but it's a little fun to do the lingo. This is the land of the rising sun. Buckle up because Japan is the ultimate driving mecca. Their roads are smooth as silk. Drivers are practically automotive ninjas, and they take traffic rules as seriously as a first date. Meaning they are minding their P's and Q's, want to give us the right impression. Be ready to have your driving skills critiqued by grandmasters of the road. You're probably not going to get a very high belt status when they judge you. You're probably just that amateur driver that they want to avoid. Don't be surprised if the Japanese give you the look when you don't follow their rules. I doubt they wave their middle fingers. They're way too polite for that. Maybe you'll impress them with your lane-changing kung fu. Doubtful. Very doubtful. So, there you have it, folks. The world's best and, yeah, the world's best places to rev up your engines. Wherever you go, remember to enjoy the journey, stay safe, and keep that road rage in check. That's always a bad look on Americans, right? Until next time, keep traveling, stay adventured, and then come join us on our next Nerdgasmic adventure. This is Kelly from Nerdgasmic Adventures, We hope to see you again. Please hit that like and that subscribe button. Both of them. Both of them, please. That'd be great. And have a great time. See you later.